Hi, everybody. So, Wellness Wednesday, I'm going to continue on with our gut and brain health series. So, only two of those today. It's going to be dark leafy greens and broccoli. So, a couple things about dark leafy greens: they are low in sugar and they are packed with the vitamins and the minerals and other phytonutrients that we need just to exist. One of those that is really, really great is folate. Mostly it's known for its ability to prevent neural tube defects, but it's also an essential ingredient in our body's methylation cycle. So that cycle is critical for both detoxification and also just kind of getting your genes to do their jobs and not like go off and become random stuff, like kind of how allergies work, where your body attacks itself even though it's not supposed to, that type of thing. Magnesium is also huge with dark leafy greens. We do need a large amount of this. We can really only get it from food and from water. And I'm not talking filtered water. I'm not talking tap water. I am talking mineral water, the kind of water that we're supposed to be drinking, that has all of those vital nutrients in it, because otherwise the water that we do drink is going to pull from the magnesium and those minerals that we already have in our body. Kind of like how if you're growing a child and you don't get the nutrients, it's going to pull from, like if it doesn't have enough calcium, it's going to pull from your bones. Same type of thing, but with water. So magnesium is by far one of the things that probably 50 to 60% of the population, potentially even more, honestly, is deficient in. So we need to make sure that we are either supplementing with it or we're getting that through our diet. It is one of the most least consumed minerals in the US and honestly probably the world. Last one here for dark leafy greens: fiber. Fiber is super important. It's got both kinds. It's got insoluble and soluble fiber. It's going to help keep you regular, help feed that good gut bacteria. Broccoli, moving on to that. This contains a compound called sulforaphane. So what that is it's a genetic modulator known for its activation of antioxidant pathway NRF2. That pathway creates the chemicals that mop up oxidative stress in our body. So any type of stress, any type of like weird hormone regulation type of thing, that's going to be that compound. It's not that it's needed, but it is something that is helpful in our body. And that actually happens when we chew on broccoli, is when that compound is released. So that's kind of cool. Also reduces inflammation, feeds that good gut bacteria, everything that we want. And then depending on actually if you have any stomach issues, especially if you're covering with IBS, Crohn's, celiac disease, just kind of like SIBO, anything like that, any type of overgrowth, you want to make sure that you are cooking your vegetables rather than eating them raw. That also goes for like onions, garlic, asparagus, tomatoes, carrots, spinach. Actually, a lot of those ones are going to be better cooked and they're going to be actually more nutrient dense when they're cooked. So cook your veggies. It'll also keep you less bloated at the same time. So that is it for your gut health and brain health. We'll have one more next week and then we'll be moving on to something